Kim Jong-un orders his regime to check on women for their anti-socialist breast implants. An Indian court orders doctors to fix their messy handwriting. And a dog owner is accused of holding a driver at gunpoint, forcing him to dig a grave after hitting the dog with his car. These are the weird stories on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast. I got 3 weird, strange stories from around the world for you, for your amusement, for your education, for your edification. Kim Jong-un orders his regime to check all women for unsocialist breast implants. Sounds like Kim Jong-un doesn't like the implants. Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay, bro. Who doesn't who doesn't like boobies? Unless, you don't like ladies, dude. I'm just questioning this guy. He may have other motivations. Maybe he just doesn't want anyone to have larger breasts than he has in his country. That could be another motivation. This is either the gayest thing or it's the opposite. It's opposite. This guy could really like boobs, and he just wants to create a database of porn. Just compile an entire database of photos of all the women's chest in your country. So it could be that. I don't know. Let's read and let's find out. He's a crazy person, though, so, who can bring reason to the equation and get it right? It says here, North Korea's security services have launched a harsh crackdown on women with capitalist breast implants. They're calling them capitalists. Those damn capitalists and their big breasts. Double D's. Sound capitalist to me. Wow, of all the things to politicize, knockers? Really? I mean, who would have thought you could politicize some titties? I mean, you're either I guess you're pro-titty or anti-titty, and that speaks to your personal politics. This timeline in 2025 is just getting way too bizarre for me. I don't know how much longer I can take it, to be honest with you. I'm thinking of just moving to an island. Anyone with me? That's probably a political move. Oh, you moving to an island? Wow, what a liberal thing to do, you liberal, you flaming liberal island hopper. Nah, dude. I just want to get away from stupid people. Okay, back to the stories. Let's get some facts if we can. It's hard to get real facts coming out of that country. There's just so many barriers. So it says Kim Jong-un's regime is using undercover agents. Ooh, you mean the FBI? The federal booby inspectors? Stop! It's the secret titty police. Take off your shirt. So they're using undercover agents and neighborhood patrols, patrolling neighborhoods for fake breasts. They're trying to catch those carrying out and undergoing cosmetic procedures. Oh, and check this out. If they catch you with your cosmetic surgery, you could be sent to a labor camp. Imagine trying to be more attractive and you get sent to a labor camp. The article notates one case where a doctor apparently performed some breast augmentation surgery in North Korea and was put on trial, along with 2 women who underwent the illegal procedure. Turns out the doctor illegally smuggled silicone into the country from China and did the procedure at his home when he was caught. My goodness, he smuggled in silicone and did it in his house. That's called Florida style, I believe. Oh, you like my new double D's? Yeah, I got them Florida style, so saved a bunch. Now, these women that were on trial said at the hearing that they wanted to, quote, improve their figure with the procedure. The prosecutor said women living in a socialist system have been corrupted by bourgeois customs and have committed rotten capitalist acts. They're going to face strict punishment, according to the judge, for this anti-socialist act. I honestly don't understand why it's an anti-socialist act. Is it because fake titties were invented in a capitalist world? But a lot of things have been invented in the capitalist countries. Would you call them all anti-socialist? Is a juicer, is that an anti-socialist move, to go get a juicer? To be healthier and look thinner? Look more attractive? None of this makes sense. Why do I try and make sense of it? Now, this trial with the doctor and the 2 ladies that wanted some bubbies revealed that the Security Bureau had conducted physical examinations of women suspected of having any breast surgeries, shocking many in the audience. The judge announced at the trial that women will now be intensely investigated to see if they have undergone cosmetic procedures. There's even neighborhood watch leaders to identify women whose bodies have noticeably changed. Imagine you're on the neighborhood watch staring at titties. I mean, Wow. Bizarro land is here. And to further kick this rock down cockamamie alley, imagine your government makes fake boobs their priority while the citizens eat potato flakes for dinner and wash it down with rainwater. This is what the government's doing. I mean, my government's not perfect either. They don't really solve the problems that need to be solved. But like in the U.S., farmers are going out of business. Thus, our food supply is going to dwindle. Yet my president's building a ballroom at the White House and releasing the Amelia Earhart files. He thinks those are priorities. I'm proud of it. North Korea, though, is it's a whole other animal. I want to say, I don't know if any North Korean ladies are listening. I just want you to know that over here, we love boobs. We love them so much. Everybody loves them. So if you really want boobs, like if you can find a way over here, just come on over. You can get yourself some boobs, and you can just bring us all joy with your boobs over here. Yeah, and the right and the left love boobs over here. It's one of the only things that the left and the right can agree upon is like boobs are awesome. An Indian court orders their doctors to fix their handwriting. No more scribbles, according to a judge. At a time when most people use keyboards and smartphones to write, does handwriting really matter? Should it? Well, yes, say Indian courts, if the writer happens to be your doctor. Jokes about the notoriously terrible handwriting of doctors are very common in India, as around the world. Oh yeah, we joke about that here in the U.S., about the doctor's penmanship. It's really, really bad. You bring your prescription to the pharmacist and you hope they can decode it correctly because maybe you're waiting for a life-saving medication. You just like, please get it right. I hope you get it right. Heaven forbid it's an autopsy report that's ineligible. I mean, I don't know. Just seems to be something we all accept for whatever reason. How about we all use smartphones for everything? I mean, they can solve all the problems. Right now, there's AI transcription apps that transcribe anything you say accurately, immediately. You could just talk into the phone. But what do I know? I'm not a doctor. I can't even golf. Now, the case I have here is very important. It's the latest order emphasizing the importance of clear handwriting, and it came from the Punjab and Haryana High Court. And it states, quote, legible medical prescription is a fundamental right, as it can make a difference between life and death. The court order came in a case that had actually nothing to do with the written word. It actually involved some allegations of cheating, forgery, and rape by a woman. She alleged that a man had taken money from her, promising her a government job, conducted fake interviews, and eventually sexually exploited her. The accused denied the charges. He claimed they had a consensual relationship, and the case was brought to Justice Puri, who said when he looked at the medical report written by a government doctor who had examined the woman, he found the entire thing incomprehensible and wasn't able to clearly determine whether or not she had been raped. The judge wrote, "It shakes the conscience of this court that not even a word or a letter on this report is legible at all." He went on to say, at a time when technology and computers are easily accessible, it's pretty shocking that government doctors are still writing prescriptions by hand, which cannot be read by anybody, except perhaps some chemists. The court asked the government to include handwriting lessons in the medical school curriculum and set a 2-year timeline for rolling out digitized prescriptions. Yeah, digitized prescriptions. Yes, you totally should make that law. Make it standard, at least. I don't know about these handwriting lessons. That seems silly. Just don't allow them to write in cursive. Print. Have you heard of printing, guys? All right. Yeah, just do away with cursive altogether. No one uses it once you graduate. I mean, you write your signature in it, but you never use it otherwise. I'm going to write a love letter like I'm Shakespeare in cursive. So why do we allow the doctors to write it like that? I mean, the chicken scratch that I've been given to bring to CVS, and then I'm just like, wow, I hope the pharmacist can read this because I can't. She's like, what do you have a prescription of? I think it's for the Da Vinci Code. I'm not really sure. Like, can you make head or tail of this? Yeah, I just gave you the Voynich manuscript. Do your best. Now, in this article, they interviewed a Dr. Philip Bhanushali, president of the Indian Medical Association. He has more than 300,000 doctors as members of his association. He told the media they're willing to help find a solution to the problem. In cities and bigger towns, he says doctors have moved to digital prescriptions, believe it or not, but it's very difficult in rural areas to get prescriptions that are very clear. It's a well-known fact that many doctors have poor handwriting as well, he says, but that's because most medical practitioners are just very busy, especially in overcrowded government hospitals. Yeah, they're so busy. They gotta get to tea time. Now, apparently, this is not the first time an Indian court has called out the sloppy handwriting of doctors. Past instances include the High Court in Odisha State, which flagged the zigzag style of writing by doctors, and judges in Allahabad High Court lamented about, quote, reports written by doctors in such shabby handwriting they are not decipherable at all. Now, they say studies have failed to support the conventional wisdom that doctors' handwriting is worse than others, though. But experts say emphasis on this handwriting is not about aesthetics or convenience, but a medical prescription that leaves room for ambiguity or misinterpretation. It can have very serious, even tragic consequences. Yes, of course. In fact, according to a 1999 report by the Institute of Medicine, medical errors caused at least an estimated 44,000 preventable deaths annually in the U.S., of which 7,000 were attributable to sloppy doctor handwriting. Well, can we get an updated report on this? This is from 1999. This is what we're citing, 25-year-old reports. I mean, what is wrong with these? I come across these so often. A 2007 report. Yeah, you can chuck that out the window now. I mean, we're a completely different society in 2 years from now. Never mind 20 years from now. The article gives an example. Most recently in Scotland, a woman suffered chemical injuries after she was mistakenly given erectile dysfunction cream for a dry eye condition. Erectile dysfunction cream for dry eyes? Yeah, that doesn't really do the job, I don't think. It's like my eyes are still dry, but man, am I feeling randy right now.
When did making plans get this complicated? It's time to streamline with WhatsApp, the secure messaging app that brings the whole group together. Use polls to settle dinner plans. Send event invites and pin messages so no one forgets Mom's 60th. And never miss a meme or milestone. All protected with end-to-end encryption. It's time for WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone. Learn more at whatsapp.com.
A dog owner is accused of holding a driver at gunpoint, forcing him to dig a grave after hitting his dog with a car. This story is out of Texas. A Texas man is accused of holding another man at gunpoint for running over his dog with the car, which sadly killed the pet. Alberto Joshua Hernandez, 22, is accused of forcing the man to dig a grave at gunpoint. He's also accused of forcing the man to go to an ATM and withdraw money to compensate him for his loss. Wow, talk about John Wick vibes, this Hernandez fella. Oh, there's a photo of him. Not John Wick so much. Maybe John Hick. I think that's more fitting of a nickname for this guy. Hernandez was arrested and charged with aggravated robbery and aggravated kidnapping. According to the arrest document, the victim told police he was driving home when he sadly hit the animal. He pulled over, and a silver Ford pickup stopped behind him. That's when Hernandez got out of the vehicle, walked up to the car, and pointed a gun at the victim, threatening to shoot him. The victim said he pleaded for his life. Hernandez allegedly then forced the man at gunpoint to pick up the dog's body from a nearby ditch, carry it to his nearby yard. So it just so happened Hernandez was driving home at the moment this guy ran over his dog in front of him. It just seems like strange timing. And why is the dog not on a leash? The dog's just out running around? This is very irresponsible if you're the dog owner. Now, according to the affidavit, Hernandez also took the victim's keys and phone, then kept the gun pointed while he demanded the man take a shovel and dig a hole to bury the dog. Yeah, just be thankful he didn't make you dig two graves, bro, a la Tony Soprano, because it sounds like this Hernandez character is definitely unhinged. Or just being a Texan. The victim claims Hernandez went into the house and came back with an AR-style gun with optics and 2 attached magazines. A little overkill, bro. You already had a gun. He was already doing what you told him, digging a grave. You're like, let me supersize the fear. Let me go get my AR gun with 2 optics. With optics and 2 attached magazines. You know, it's so comforting to know that the gun owners in my country are so just even-keeled and responsible, huh? Okay, it gets crazier. So then Hernandez forced the man to walk back to his vehicle and drive to an ATM to get money as compensation for the dog. Hernandez sat in the passenger seat, still holding the AR-15 rifle. The victim said that he was scared to death, so he withdrew $200 cash, gave it to Hernandez. He also said Hernandez took a picture of his driver's license, telling the victim he knew where he lived. He wants more money. Oh, boy. Video from the ATM, turns out, shows the victim withdrawing money and handing it to a passenger who was holding a gun. Additionally, in a photo lineup, the victim was able to identify Hernandez as the suspect. Hernandez has been arrested and charged with aggravated robbery, aggravated kidnapping. He also faces 8 on-site drug-related charges as well. So when they showed up, there was no way there was some drugs there. Get out of here. This guy doesn't act like he's on drugs at all. I mean, except for that very strong drug that's called dog ownership. That is a hell of a drug. Am I right, guys? That'll make you do some crazy things. I've covered many stories of people who are on the dog ownership drug. So I guess we'll see what's going to happen to this individual. Probably won't be allowed to have a dog again. They'll give him his guns back, I'd imagine. You know, because Texas and all that. I will say before I go, this story reminds me of something that happened to me. A family in West Virginia held me hostage as I buried their family pet raccoon.
And Doug. Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu? Is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Hello, my friends and loyal listeners of the Weird AF News podcast. Thanks so much for spending some time with me in this demented show that I got going on here, recording in a closet. Let's give some thanks and praise to people who joined the Patreon. First of all, we have Becca Bullock. Becca Bullock just became a member of the Patreon. Becca Bullock has been a long-time fan, loyal listener, and supporter of the Weird AF News, so we want to give her due shout-outs. Shout out to Becca Bullock. Thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Appreciate you, Becca, for being back on the Patreon. Please enjoy the extra content in there. Don't look at the standings in the Fantasy Football League because it's embarrassing for me. Also, Jeff B. became a member of the Patreon as well. So we want to give a shout-out to Jeff B., also a longtime supporter and listener of the show. It's just special people like Becca and Jeff B. that keep this bad boy going. You know what I'm saying? You keep me going in the closet here. Keep the lights on. Keep me having, when I got to replace a microphone like I just had to. So it really goes to producing the show. If you're a member of the Patreon or you've bought me coffees, you are supporting the arts. You are producing this show in a way. So, I mean, I can't thank you guys enough. It's amazing the support I've had on here from this silly little podcast I record in a closet. Never thought it'd be possible, but here it is happening right before my face. Now, if you would like to support the show, I have a website, weirdafnews.com. You can join the Patreon like these lovely people like Becca and Jeff have just done. And when you join the Patreon, you get you get extra content. That's what the Patreon is. I put in extra content in there. Over 1,000 posts in the Patreon total, which is a lot. I mean, you could be in there for days just going through weird materials. Today, for instance, I'm about to post some photos of my trip to Palm Springs, so sometimes I'll put in personal things as well. So it's a pretty cool place. Anyways, check out weirdafnews.com if you want to support the show. If you want to hit me up, reach out. My Instagram's @funnyjones, and my email's funnyjones@gmail.com. Shows this week if you'd like to go, if you're in SoCal. Thursday night, Long Beach Laugh Factory. And Friday night, I'll be in Tustin at the 17th Street Grill, headlining that nice little lovely restaurant there. All the information will be on my Instagram @funnyjones. So come and say hello, and thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay? Toodaloo.